What's going on, guys? It's Peter from Good E-Reader. We have something really cool. Eazeye has sent us the Paper 2. This is not e-paper, but it is following in line with what a lot of manufacturers are doing lately, like the TCL stuff, the Hisense Q5, and actually the Paper 7, which we have something else over there, unrelated to this. This is the Paper 2, and this is a hyper-reflective RLCD tablet. It is supposed to simulate e-paper to the nth degree. And how close it gets to that, we actually don't know ourselves. Yes, we did do a joint media launch for the product in San Francisco. We did not create the product, Eazeye created the product. We're just kind of helping it along. No, we're not compensated for this, we just have our name spread out into the ether and a little bit more exposure, but no, we don't get paid for the actual videos. That comes from ads. So if an ad rolls right now, did it roll? I don't put them in. If an ad rolls right now, that's how we get our money. So this is just a first look as well, because Eazeye sent this to us and they said it is subject to change. So we have to make sure that we don't say conclusively that this is final. This is a prototype. The new one, I believe, is coming out, or the one that will go to market is coming out in November. Now, what you're about to see here is pretty darn close to the final, but there's going to be some added things that are going to change, and you'll see it down below in the description. But let's take a look a little bit deeper at the Paper 2 and compare it preliminarily to a few things around the office here. So first, let's just look at the unit itself in a natural environment. Now, again, this is not a review. We are not going to review this product now. This is a first look. This is not even an unboxing because we don't know the retail packaging. So far, I will say that that looks the most e-papery out of any device. Now, the reason is because it is monochrome. Now, the TCL was using a regular, I believe, a TFT LCD screen, and they just said full color electronic paper display, and it wasn't. You got to be very careful with your words because it wasn't e-paper. This is an LCD, it's RLCD. So what it happens is the light goes through the display, bounces off a reflective layer, and comes back out. So it uses ambient light. So if I go like this, it's rather dark. But if I go like this, it eats up the light and it uses it to its advantage. Now, the newer one will have a glow light. But how close is this to e-paper? We have to see. So we got the latest hotness here, which is the Pocketbook Color Note and the iFlytek AI Note. So, we have the glow light on. Let's turn that off because that's not going to be fair. So if we turn the glow light off on this and we don't have the glow light on this, well, so far they're not looking too drastically different from each other. Now you will see here though, these ones don't require the angle of light. So if I tilt that up to you guys, you'll see that it's roughly the same at any angle. If I do the same with the AI Note, which needs an update, but it'll be the same at any angle. Now if I do it with the Paper 2, you'll see that it's quite different at all the angles, but really good at some. So it's non-existent there, but it's really good there. And remember, you don't have the slowdowns of e-paper that you do on this. So this is the full frame rate that you would expect to have out of an LCD LED tablet, aka this is the same as your phone. Whereas if you've ever used an e-paper device, you'll know that they are much slower. And that's because that's how it works. It's supposed to be a slower experience because it's literally ink particles moving around to try to create an image. But you know, we've used a lot of our LCDs in our day, and when it comes to combating and competing against e-paper, I would say this is the one that has the highest degree of reflectivity so far. We've used the Han Wang, we've used the Q5, which looked like a steel etching. This one comes dangerously close to upsetting the e-paper industry. After decades, they're getting to a point where the reflective layer is so competent that it uses all the ambient light in the room on a nice day to just soak it all in and reflect into your eye sockets. A truly good looking screen at quote unquote none of the drawbacks, because again, remember, this moves like a phone does effectively. It's not using e-paper particles. This is basically like your Samsung tablet or your computer screen, so to speak. So again, we're not saying conclusively that this is as good as e-paper or better than e-paper, because it's not e-paper. It's using a different tech. But what we're saying is someone who is looking for something that, in the name, as the name suggests, is easy on the eyes, wants none of the dropped frames and 14 frames per second Netflix experience on their devices that don't have speed modes, and someone that wants all the battery savings at none of the drawbacks, this is as close as we've seen it so far. And you can check our YouTube channel. We've done tons of reflectivity comparisons against many, actually, the hand wing. There it is. This is the Hanspree. You know, just looking at it right now, yeah, Eazeye told us it has the most reflective screen. It looks more shiny than this so far. We don't know, because we're going to get into it all. However, that is the first look at the Eazeye Paper 2. Is this going to be the future? I wouldn't say I can answer that question currently. We're going to have to see how it is received by people, and of course, because this is the prototype version, we're going to have to see what the end product is, how that glow light works with the screen, what type of E-note layer they're going to be using. There is a ton of details that we currently do not know, but we're getting close, and this is getting close to fighting the never-ending battle between e-paper and e-paper alternatives. Hope you guys found this useful. If you guys have any questions, comments, leave them down below. See you on the next one.